on smash, foot on the gas.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 15, line. 15 line. 25.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
8, read. Recon, 132 fighter.
He's cracked.
Gone.
Patch it.
Fight.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
On the double.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 50. Be careful.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Too easy. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Got it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Check 59. Squeeze. 59. Tighten up.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Here we go. 10-2 soft. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow the defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check safety, check safety.
2nd and 11. It got his man complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, 94 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it out.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
That's it.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready,
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
X3, 218, jump.
They'll look to throw here. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Ready, ready. 60 yards.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Wide. Get wide.
Hey, lock it.
Six guys.
2.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. On play action, they'll throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
61, match box, right.
Tighten up.
Hey, Alpha, look at me, zipper.
Check. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's go one more. Mike 27. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Hal. Hey, check Mike 27.
Hey, Delta.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Big river.
He'll look to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10.
You draw Porker. Look at me. Door. Hey, exit.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Chris Godwin, 44 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there, second down.
Second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Run! He's telling you,
Loss on the play. It's now third down.
Hey, watch 16, watch 16. Alert! Go.
On third and long, it's Allen. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Down. 50. Plant.
27. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Top.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
15, Ronnie. 15 line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Check 31. Check 31. Check.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's a...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Allen going to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's got a man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
From just shy of midfield, Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this 1st half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now.
2nd and 4. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
We got double up.
Let's go.
Now Rashad Penny. And he's got room. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10.
52's the
319.
52's the mic. All day, dog. Mike 52, Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Freeman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And again, it's Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike 5, Mike 5. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
A final shot before half for Allen. Buying time to his left. So we've come to halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second and very short, Allen. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To try again after the sack. Allen being chased out left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Allen from the gun on third down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Now it's Penny, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 26. Check 26. 5.
2nd and 6. Forced out to his left. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Sponge. Lee Griffin.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throw left side complete to Harry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Ready.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check three.
Now back to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Defense, let's go. He's checking. Crash.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go, set, 60 yards.
Here we go, here we go. Shift. Watch the edge.
General West, Bravo. Ready.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off with great anticipation, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Levante David. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Down, 30 base.
Check, 55 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Protein spill.
They'll run with Penny. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go now. 50, plant.
I'm coming. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
80 weapon. Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm coming for you, son. Joker, now.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hard.
This is Penny. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 3 down. Big grip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. 6-6. Pull it high. Spud.
They'll look to throw. They'll find Harry on the right side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Draw play, it's Eckler. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Let's go, D.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
check Mike 20.
Leo! Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.